Have you ever wondered how you can strengthen your mind and control your emotions amid the chaos of everyday life? In this video, you will discover the powerful teachings of Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that offers a practical and effective approach to cultivating inner tranquility in any situation. We will explore the 11 Stoic rules for becoming emotionally callous, providing you powerful tools to face challenges with calm and determination. Don't miss this opportunity to transform your emotional life and subscribe to the channel for more inspiring and practical content like this. Rule number 1: get rid of toxic relationships. The process of cultivating emotional numbness begins with carefully selecting the people we allow into our lives. Following the garden metaphor, the Stoics teach us that our relationships are like plants. Some are flowers that beautify our surroundings, while others are weeds that stifle our growth. Therefore, it is crucial to be selective about who we share our time and energy with. Just as a gardener removes weeds to allow flowers to bloom, we too must get rid of toxic relationships that prevent us from achieving our emotional fulfillment. Choosing our friends wisely allows us to surround ourselves with people who support us, inspire us, and help us grow, while protecting us from those who drag us down or divert us from our path toward inner tranquility. Rule number 2: set your own limits. On the path to emotional numbness, it is essential to learn to establish clear and defined limits in our relationships and activities. Our time and energy are limited and precious resources that we must protect and manage carefully. Setting boundaries is like drawing the boundaries of our own territory, defining what we are willing to accept and what we are not. Saying yes to what nourishes and strengthens us, and no to what exhausts and weakens us, is an act of self-affirmation and self-determination that allows us to stay true to ourselves and our values. By setting healthy boundaries, we protect ourselves from emotional exhaustion and allow ourselves to conserve our energy for the things that really matter in our lives. Rule number 3: love without attachments. The third rule on our path to emotional insensitivity invites us to embrace love without clinging. Following the example of the Stoics, we understand that true love is that which allows the other to fly freely, like a bird in the sky. It is recognizing the individuality and fullness of each person and choosing to share that wholeness rather than trying to possess it. Instead of seeking our own satisfaction in others, we commit to supporting their growth and happiness, even if that means letting them go. This detached love does not know possession or dependence. Instead, it nurtures autonomy and mutual empowerment. It is a love that does not seek to control or restrict, but rather celebrates the freedom and authenticity of the loved one. Rule number 4: communicate cautiously. The fourth rule reminds us of the transformative power of our words and the importance of communicating with awareness and care. By adopting a Stoic attitude toward communication, we recognize that our words have the power to build bridges or raise barriers in our relationships. Conscious communication frees us from automatic responses and allows us to respond with wisdom and compassion. Instead of reacting impulsively to situations, we choose each word carefully and thoughtfully, aware of the impact they can have on others and ourselves. By communicating carefully, we cultivate deeper, more meaningful relationships based on mutual respect and understanding. Rule number 5: practice selective compassion. On the path to emotional numbness, compassion becomes a fundamental guide, but we practice it selectively, like a flashlight that illuminates where it is needed. The Stoics teach us that compassion does not involve losing oneself in the process of helping others. Rather, it is a delicate balance between providing support to others and taking care of our own mental and emotional health. We recognize that if we do not take care of ourselves first, our ability to help others is compromised. It's like on the plane, where they tell us to put on the oxygen mask first before helping others. In the same way, we need to make sure we are well in order to be of true help to others. Selective compassion allows us to set healthy boundaries, honor our own needs and abilities, and contribute meaningfully to the well-being of others without sacrificing our own well-being. If you're enjoying what you've seen so far, I encourage you to show your support by clicking the I like it, which you will find just below. Your support is essential so we can continue bringing you quality content. Rule #6: you prioritize to yourself. Prioritize us ourselves is not an act of selfishness, but of authenticity and self-care. The Stoics teach us that in order to give to others in a meaningful way, we must first fill our own cup. That is, we must attend to our own physical, emotional, and spiritual needs before fully engaging with others. This does not mean completely ignoring the needs of others, but rather recognizing that only when we are in a state of balance and wholeness can we offer the best of ourselves to others. To prioritize ourselves, we commit to living in accordance with our values and needs, building relationships based on trust, mutual respect, and authenticity. This practice allows us to establish clear boundaries, cultivate healthy relationships, and achieve greater emotional and mental well-being. Rule number 7, face difficulties. The 7th rule invites us to embrace difficulties as opportunities for growth and strength. The Stoics teach us that true strength lies in the acceptance of challenges. Every obstacle we encounter in our path becomes an opportunity to demonstrate our capacity for resistance and adaptation. Instead of fearing difficulties, we embrace them as teachers who guide us towards greater personal development. By facing challenges with courage and determination, we discover our own capabilities and become stronger to overcome any adversity that comes our way. In this way, each obstacle becomes a stepping stone on our path to personal fulfillment and emotional fulfillment. Rule number 8, live in the present. The 8th rule reminds us of the importance of living fully in the present moment. The Stoics teach us that life happens here and now, and that focusing on the present frees us from the weight of the past and the anxiety of the future. Living in the present is an act of self-love and gratitude for life as it is. It allows us to enjoy each experience with full awareness and appreciation, without worrying about what has happened or what is to come. By living in the present, we connect more deeply with ourselves and the world around us, finding joy and satisfaction in every moment. This practice helps us cultivate inner peace and find meaning and purpose in our lives, leading us towards greater serenity and emotional balance. Rule number 9, practice gratitude. The 9th rule invites us to adopt the transformative practice of gratitude in our lives. The Stoics teach us that by recognizing and appreciating the little things, we connect to the abundance and fullness of life. Gratitude is like a magical filter that transforms the ordinary into the extraordinary, allowing us to see the beauty and goodness that surrounds us in every moment. By cultivating gratitude, we become more aware of the blessings around us, from the simple pleasures of everyday life to the greatest gifts we receive. It is a daily reminder of the generosity of the universe and helps us maintain a positive and optimistic attitude even in the most difficult times. Practicing gratitude fills us with joy and opens our hearts to the wonder and awe of the world around us. Rule number 10, cultivate self-reliance. The 10th rule urges us to seek true happiness within ourselves. The Stoics teach us that self-reliance is the path to a full and satisfying life. Being self-sufficient means finding joy, peace, and satisfaction in our own being, rather than overly depending on others or external circumstances for our happiness. It is a journey of self-discovery and inner liberation, in which we learn to trust our own abilities and resources to face life's challenges. By cultivating self-reliance, we free ourselves from attachment and the need for external validation, finding a lasting sense of peace and wholeness that comes from our connection to our true selves. It is a state of inner freedom that allows us to live with authenticity and congruence, following our own values and deepest desires. Rule number 11, be flexible and adaptable. The 11th rule reminds us that life is a journey of constant change and transformation. Being flexible and adaptable is essential to navigate the turbulent waters of existence with calm and determination. The Stoics teach us that the key to facing life's challenges and uncertainties lies in our ability to adapt to changing circumstances with an open mind and a brave heart. Instead of resisting change or stubbornly clinging to the known, learning to be flexible allows us to flow with the flow of life, adjusting and evolving as necessary. It is seeing each challenge as an opportunity to grow and learn, and each change as a door that opens to new possibilities and horizons. By being flexible and adaptable, we become more resilient and able to face any situation with confidence and serenity, knowing that we have the inner strength to overcome any obstacle that stands in our way. Which of these Stoic rules resonated most with you? How could you apply them in your daily life to cultivate greater emotional stability? Tell us your reflections and experiences in the comments. Remember to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming posts. Until next time, and may Stoic wisdom guide you on your path to inner tranquility.